Also guys, we are going to be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is getting me to 100 subscribers. I will leave the giveaway details here, and it's going to be very simple. All you have to do is, number one, subscribe to my channel. Number two, you have to like every single video that I drop. I'll be putting this in every single video that I have. You also, number three, to win the giveaway, have to comment down below that you are entering or you have entered to win the giveaway. And then the last thing that you have to do, which is number four, to enter to win the giveaway, is also going to be to share my videos. So again, 4 simple steps: subscribe, comment, like, and share. And that's all you have to do to win the giveaway. It's going to be a $100 Visa gift card. I can send it to you in the mail, or if you want to do like a little personal meet and greet with me, we can also try to meet up if you're close nearby, either in the state of Ohio, which is where I'm from. How I'm going to pick and choose who wins the giveaway. Every day I get a new subscriber who's also liked the video, commented on the video, and shared my video. I'll write their name on a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper I'll show it in each video. Hey, this is the person that subscribed to today's video. I'll put it in a little jar, and then once I reach 100 subscribers, I'll do a mix-up, pull that name out of the jar, and that is how we're going to do it. There's no minimum as to how many times you can enter. So as far as subscribing, I mean, yeah, you can only subscribe once, but you can still comment every day on the video. You can also like every video, and you can also share every video. The person commenting on each video, it just increases your chance of winning the $100 gift card. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I'll also do the same thing at 500 subscribers. So just know that there will be another giveaway coming very soon after I meet 100 subscribers on my channel. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So I know it's been probably about 2 weeks since you guys last seen me here on YouTube. That's kind of what I'm making this video about. I plan to talk about a few different topics, about 3 different topics. So it's just kind of like a sit down chit chat with you guys. And I have like big basket of laundry here that I washed and dried and is left to fold and hang up. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing while I talk to you guys. I guess starting with like a little rundown. Right now we are house shopping, looking to purchase a home, and I'm not sure exactly where you guys are, but here in Ohio is where we live and where I'm from. The market is like really tough to find a house to buy. So we have been putting offers in on houses here and there, and yeah, like we are not getting selected because we do offer over the listing price, but then there's people that come and say, hey, since this is the person, which would be us, has the highest offer, we'll go X amount of dollars over their offer for you just to take ours. And pretty much that's who we've been getting beaten by when we're trying to go on contract on a home. And so pretty much what happens with that is they take their offer. They don't tell us like, hey, these people are outbidding you by this amount of dollars. Do you guys want to go back and forth? Basically start like a bidding war. So they don't give us that option. They like, hey, if these people are willing to go over what they offer, we'll take theirs because they're willing to go over and leave it at that. So yeah, it's been very frustrating, and that's where we've been with this whole process. So right now we're still looking at houses, and we haven't brought you guys along at all to look at any of the houses. More so is because it's a lot of people most of the time when we go to look at houses that are in the houses, not just us and our realtor. It's us and maybe about like 2 or 3 other families on most occasions. So we're dealing with that, which has its pros and cons, and can't really be upset. My realtor told us up front that, hey, this is what you guys are going to be up against, which we were prepared for. We just didn't know it was going to be this long. We've been heavily looking at houses for the past month now, and yeah, we're still waiting to go into contract on a house that we put an offer in on. So that is that little update. And I mean, we're kind of specific in what we're looking for in a house, but nothing like crazy specific. So wish us luck, and I would like for you guys to comment down below and let us know if the market is crazy, or if you guys are buying houses right now as well. If the market is crazy where you live, if that is the case, comment where you guys live, and just give me like a little story time of what you guys are going through while you're trying to buy a house, if you are currently buying a house. The next thing that I wanted to touch on, I was asked by, let's see. So I was asked by Shaden. It says, can you make a video about your dental work after removing your braces? And also, how did you overcome having a shy feeling while having braces on? And Shaden was basically just saying that they feel shy having braces on. As far as like any dental work, I didn't have any dental work done when my braces were removed, other than my normal cleaning every 6 months. I had like a filling or a cavity, I guess, filled on this tooth right here on the back side while I had my braces on, but that was probably about like 6 months to a year in of me having my braces on that I got that work done. So that was the only dental work that I had, honestly, while having my braces on and having them off. I believe August of this year will be 2 years that I've had my braces off. So I'm at a year and a half of not having my braces on. And I kind of miss them, but I'm also kind of glad that I have them off. It's not really like a huge difference with me because I have the permanent retainers on the top and the bottom. So there's still certain things I can't really eat because I don't want to like break the permanent retainer off. Since it's been a year and a half since I've had my actual braces off, my top and bottom retainer both came off in that year and a half time frame. The top one came off, or no, the bottom one came off first. And that one came like completely off. It was like, I don't even know what I ate to make it come off, but like the corner right here popped off. And then, you know, I mean, something in your mouth moving back and forth. I was messing with it with my tongue, and I went to brush my teeth the next day after that happened. And me brushing my teeth, it popped completely off. I think that's actually, no, the top one came off that way. Well, no, the bottom one came off how I just said, but the top one came off. I was flossing my teeth, and I stuck the floss in between the permanent retainer, and I went to go floss, and it popped off on this corner, and it was just hanging there the entire time until I went to go get that fixed. It wouldn't come completely off like the bottom one did. So it was pretty quick for them to put both of them back on. They didn't come off at the same time, but they did come off. I think it probably took them about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to put them back on each. So like that's the only like issue that I had with my braces after the fact, or I guess my braces journey after the fact. And pretty much just to answer Shaden's question about how I got over feeling shy about having braces, I knew when I was probably like 17 I was getting braces. There was no question about it. Like, my teeth were pretty jacked up. A lot of people say they weren't. Before I had braces, they were like, oh, you got a nice smile, or you had a nice smile, or you have a nice smile. You don't need braces. Why would you do that to yourself? And I was like, I don't know what y'all seeing. I'm seeing crooked teeth at the top, crooked teeth at the bottom. It was not working for me. So I was like, I'm getting braces. Asked my mom, like, hey mom, can you pay for me braces? And she just was like saying the same thing. Like, no, you don't need braces. Your teeth are fine. They're not crooked. You're okay. And the way you look, your smile is nice. And I don't know. I just wasn't having it. So I turned 19 maybe. And I went for a consultation because I was like, I'm just going to pay for it myself at this point. And when I went for the consultation, the guy was like, hey, your wisdom teeth are in the way. If we were to put braces on, so you have to get your wisdom teeth removed, we won't be able to put the braces on because when your teeth get to moving, the way that my wisdom teeth were, the top ones were not down, they were actually still up here. But my bottom ones, instead of like the teeth pointing up like this, they were laying horizontally, so pointing at my teeth that were actually pointing up. So if they were to shift my teeth back to space them out, it would be bumping up against my teeth laying horizontally, my wisdom teeth laying horizontally in the back of my mouth. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta work that out and get my wisdom teeth removed. So I scheduled that appointment to have my wisdom teeth removed. At this time, it's probably about like, it was June 19th, and I forget what year. How old am I now? 8 years ago. So 8 years ago. And I went and got them removed. I was 18 when I went and got my consultation. That he said, hey, you got to get your wisdom teeth removed. June 19th of the year I turned 19 is when I actually got them removed. The guy that scheduled the removal, I asked only for the bottom ones to be removed because those were the ones that were down or that were horizontal and in the way or going to cause any problems. He just suggested like, hey, we should remove all 4 because of X, Y, and Z. If your top ones come down and later cause issues or tend to grow horizontal, because that's what happens. If your bottom ones do it, your top tend to do the same thing that the bottom does. And he was like, we'll be able to put you to sleep one time, won't have to worry about doing it again. Just get it all done and over with. Going in once and not having to go back in again just in case something else comes up. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Go ahead, pull all 4 of them. No issues with that. Just telling you guys the backstory about me getting braces on and how I overcame being shy with them. That happened, and I turned 19. If I'm doing this timeline right, yeah, I turned 19, 20, 21. I'm trying to count, I'm sorry. Because it would have been a year I turned 20 that I got them on, maybe. And then I was 21, 22. It was a month before I turned 22. No. I had them all for 20. How old am I now? Boy, this is terrible. I'm 26 right now. 25, 24. So I actually didn't get my braces on until I was 21. Yeah. So I guess I waited a full year to let my mouth heal, I guess, from getting my wisdom teeth pulled. I know I waited time for them to heal. I just can't remember how much time. So I guess I waited a full year so they could heal. So my gums could heal from getting my wisdom teeth pulled. And trying to find the picture from when I got them on so I can give y'all an exact date. So I graduated college in 2017 in December, and that following February is when I got them on, which would have been February 22nd of 2018. And at that time that was 4 years ago, I was 22. I was 21, turning 22 that year. So I was 21, and I went and got my braces put on. But while I was in college, and I knew I was getting my braces put on that following year, so 2018. So in 2017 when I was in college, I had already went for my consultation and everything like that, scheduled my appointment for the 22nd of February to get my braces put on. I actually had an appointment scheduled in I had an appointment scheduled in December of 2018. I can't remember when that appointment was, but that was my initial consultation, or no, December of 2017. That was my initial consultation, and I was like, hey, I'm coming to get braces put on, me not knowing that you have to have a consultation before you get them put on. I mean, every place is different, but the first place that I went to, I didn't go back to the same place that I went to before when he said, hey, you got to get your wisdom teeth removed. He just was, I didn't like the atmosphere. He was a little rude for me. More so, I changed my mind and found somewhere else. So I went in December of 2017 and was like, hey, I'm interested in getting braces, and I like to get braces put on. The difference between the guy that I went to in December of 2017 compared to who I went to when I was 19, when the guy that I went to when I was 19 was like, hey, just sit down in a chair. If we don't have any issues, we're going to put these braces on today. To me, I thought that was normal, but apparently, like I said, everybody does things differently, but it wasn't normal. I went in to where I got my actual braces put on at in December of 2017, and he was like, hey, we're going to do x-rays, check your teeth, X, Y, and Z. Mind you, my orthodontist is also the place that I started going to as well for my like regular cleanings, because they were just that good. I enjoyed the atmosphere, the personalities, just the upbeatness around there. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna start coming here for my cleanings too. One-stop shop. And then they'll have all my records and all of that too, about as far as my ortho records. So that happens. They do my x-rays. And they came to the conclusion that, hey, we might have to put your top braces on before we can put your bottoms on. And the reason being is because my top was like, had an overbite. They weren't severely crooked, but they were more crooked than the bottom, should I say. And he was saying, hey, we gotta jump ship on the top so we can get it moving and catch up to the bottom, and then we'll come back and put the bottom on about 6 weeks later. They took my impressions and was like, hey, we'll send you on your way, and when you come back in 6 weeks, we'll go from there and either put the top ones on and then wait an additional 6 weeks. So at that point, it'd be 3 months that I'll be waiting to get my bottoms on, or we'll put them all on at the same time. So at this time, I was like, holy cow, they took my impressions. I'm really going to have braces. This is a life changer for me. Got to change the way you eat, floss your teeth, brush your teeth, drink. A lot. You just have to change everything. And I was very like nervous. I wasn't really shy. I was just nervous myself about like, how's everybody going to see me? Am I going to get called brace face? Like just a lot of different things that just was going through my head. And so, like I said, at this time I'm still in college and we're preparing to graduate. And I don't know, it was coming to like when you take your finals in college, and we had a professor that I had that she pretty much was my everything. She was my professor, she was my advisor, she was my person that set me up for the next steps about what I wanted to do after college. I guess you would call that like a counselor. She scheduled my classes. Like she literally did everything for me throughout my course of time while I was in college. And she was like, hey, as we were winding down like a week before finals, what are your guys' plans after you graduate? What are you doing? Any life changes, anything new, stuff like that. And kind of I was like, okay, her asking this question, this is a opportunity, even though I probably wasn't going to see those people ever again from college. It was an opportunity for me to break the ice about, hey, I'm gonna have braces here soon. So we run around the classroom. She got to me and was like, hey, what's one thing that you'll be doing after you graduate college? And I was like, well, I was like, well, in February of next year, which would have been 2018, I plan to get braces. And everybody was like, oh, you getting braces? And I would be so nervous. And like, it's just, we kind of had like an open dialogue about it. And I know that everybody doesn't have this opportunity to talk about it in a room or a class or just a setting of multiple people about getting braces. But that's kind of like how I overcame being nervous about getting braces or shy or what people would think about me. And that was more so because it was like other people, I seen for myself that other people felt the same way that I felt. Like, oh, I would be nervous if I got braces, or I feel this way about braces, or I wanted them too, but I heard that they hurt, or it just a lot of different things that we all think that the next person probably isn't thinking or will be going through, but in actuality, they really are. So it kind of gave me some reassurance, like, hey, I won't stand out as bad as I thought I was going to. So that kind of helped me. And then when I went to work, I was telling people at work, like, yeah, I'm about to get braces here soon. And we kind of just talk like, because I mean, you have rubber bands, maybe, I don't know, the things that they put around your bracket on your braces. And we were kind of like talking about colors that I would get and things like that. And that's kind of like how I opened myself up to it. People that I was close to at work, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get braces here soon. I plan on getting this color, that color. What color you think looks right on me? Or what do you think I should do? Or what do you think it'll look like? Or do you know anybody with braces? How do you think I'll look? Or what do you think people will say about me? And I don't know, the more people I told before I had them, the easier it was when people see me actually with them. So it wasn't like a shock or a surprise or, oh wow, you got braces. I didn't know you needed braces. It kind of gave me the opportunity for people to, if anybody said, the only person that honestly called me brace face was my boyfriend. So, and I was expecting that. We joke around like that. Nobody ever like put me down or made me feel like having braces was an issue. But outside of him, everybody was just like pretty much encouraging, like, hey, I heard that stuff hurts if you have days where you get your braces realigned or straightened or stuff like that. Just like recommendations of, oh, I know this person that makes soft foods that are still wholesome, or we can have a day where at work where they were like, we can all bring in soup, so that way you have something to eat. But I also worked in an office setting, so we were like close knit. But everybody's surroundings are different. So I can't say that what I did will help the next person, but it definitely helped me without like dealing with being nervous of what people thought about me about having braces, or coming in the next day. I kind of like gave people a heads up, like if you know that you're gonna cut your hair off, I feel like that would be the same thing. Like, hey, I'm gonna shave my head bald in a week. Be prepared when you see me come in here with a bald head. So that way when people actually see you, they're not like, oh my God, I didn't know you were doing that, or I didn't know you were getting braces, or you didn't tell nobody you were cutting your hair or dyeing your hair, or just anything. I mean, nobody is really entitled to know what you plan on doing with yourself, but it kind of makes you feel less awkward when you do it, to talk about it with other people around. So it's not a surprise to them, and it makes you feel uneasy when you come around for the first time. You're already going to feel weird with them on. When I got my braces on, I'm telling you, for about 6 months, I had a lisp. Like, nobody's business. I had a major lisp. And, like, my mom and my boyfriend was like, what are you saying? Huh? What are you saying? Less tongue, please. And it was because, like, your lips protrude more than what they are typically used to which is not a bad thing. That's just what it does, because it has to create space on the front of your teeth for your braces to sit. So I had a lisp, which I didn't know was going to happen, but I worked with it. I really did. That is probably the only thing that I wasn't expecting. The pain of getting them retightened, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting pain, not that much pain. So that was something I had to get used to. There was one time where I had to take pain pills. I think the first 2 visits I had to take pain pills because I was like, this is not working. Then I learned that before and after my visits to get them retightened, if I chewed gum, that helped tremendously. So before I went to my appointments, I would chew gum. After my appointment, I chewed gum. I can't say what the next orthodontist should or would say not to do or do. Mine's never told me I couldn't chew gum. He never even gave me a list of what I could and couldn't eat. But as an adult, common sense, I used it. So I was just careful about everything that I ate. I didn't try to chew on anything that was super hard or anything crazy like that. But there probably was some things that I ate that I probably wasn't supposed to eat with braces on. But I never had a bracket break. My wires never came out. I never had an issue. So I played it very, very safe with my braces. And yeah, it's kind of like to keep people, I mean, after probably about 2 months, probably not even that long, a month, people that I seen day one with my braces were used to me having braces within a week, because a lot of the people that I'm around, they see me every day. So after a week or so, it was like, oh, okay, she got braces. It's nothing new. To keep people from being startled, I also was like, yeah, I got my orthodontist appointment coming up here in XYZ days or weeks or whatever the case may be. Usually days, because I lose track of my appointments. So I'm not going to tell somebody like, yeah, I got an orthodontist appointment in 2 weeks. I'm going to forget about it in 2 weeks. But usually days within the appointment coming up, I was usually like, yeah, I got an orthodontist appointment coming up. They're going to retighten my braces. And obviously if you get it retightened, you have the option to change colors. And I always did. I always wanted a different color all the time. And so I was like, yeah, I'm changing colors to this in white. My bottom was always white. So I'm like, yeah, I'm changing to this in white. And they're like, oh, okay, that'd be a nice color. Or I'm like, hey, do y'all have any suggestions on what color I should try next? And I would just run down the list of colors that they had at the orthodontist office. And people were like, oh, well, maybe try this color. I honestly think I've tried every color that they had by the time my braces came off, except for one color. And it just because I just was not, it didn't flow well with me. I couldn't see myself with that color in my mouth. So that was probably it. But yeah, outside of that, I guess just me talking about it up front and like letting everybody around me know like, hey, I'm getting braces is kind of what helped me or kept me from being super shy about getting braces and coming around people. And naturally, me as a person, I smile all the time. So it wasn't like I was trying to hide them either, because I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that. So yeah, it just was like, and day of the appointment, I also called like my family and was like, yeah, I'm getting my braces on today. I'm on my way to the appointment, or I'm at the appointment, or I just got them on. You want to FaceTime me so you can see? And like they were super excited too. And like if I had close friends, or the close friends that I had, I called them right after the appointment like, hey, FaceTime me so you can see my new braces. That way, like when they see me in person, it was like, oh, okay, I know she had these. Let's see if they look different in person. It was the only difference that I was up against. But yeah, other than that, I really wasn't shy. I'm not a person either to get like easily embarrassed. I don't know. I just feel like life is about learning, making mistakes. Everybody's different. Some people, some things that you may think are weird or somebody might have an issue with, they may not. So it's really all about just getting out there and trying it. And you gotta feel confident within yourself. And that could be part of why I also wasn't as nervous with my braces. One thing that I definitely did, the first time that I had them on, I definitely went with my favorite color. I absolutely love white. And I already had this plan before I even was like going to my first appointment. Was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting white as a color all the time. But my favorite colors are pink and gray. So I was like, okay, which one do I like more, pink or gray? I like pink more. So definitely for the first time that I had them on, I went with the color that I absolutely like. So I was like, I'm gonna get pink and white. And that kind of just built my confidence, and I dressed my outfits around the pink braces, the white, and that was pretty much how I did it. Like the first day I got them on, after when I came home, took the pain pills because boy, I was dying. My mouth was hurting. But I did my hair, I got dressed up, I went out. Like I exposed myself to everything and everybody because I wanted to be seen like, oh, okay, like she's really cute with her braces. I did my makeup. Like I just went all out because the first time people seeing me with braces, I want them to be like, oh, dang, she cute with her braces. Like I wanted that to be the comment. And it was, but I just wanted to have confidence in it. And I mean, just a little bit of validation from other people too. Like, oh, you got braces, they're cute on you. You look nice in them. But yeah, that is how that went for me getting braces. And how I went around or worked myself around not being shy with them or exposing myself to other people with them. It was kind of like like when I got them off, I didn't tell anybody I was getting them off other than I think my mom and my boyfriend and my dad. Those are the only 3 people I think I told that I was getting them off. Everybody else, I just was like, I'm taking them off and I want to see if people notice that I don't have them anymore. So I think the longest it took somebody to realize that was probably around me on a weekly basis to realize that I didn't have braces anymore was probably like 2 months. So 2 months had went by of them seeing me. So they probably see me maybe about once or twice a week. That's about 8 to 16 times of them seeing me talking, and I'm constantly smiling that they didn't realize that I didn't have braces on anymore. And I think what made them realize is that we went to go eat something, and they recognized like, oh, you can eat that now? And they were like, wait a minute, you don't have braces on anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's been over about 2 months now. So it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a talking point. If you're able to be sociable, talk about them. That's really what I do. I talk about my braces, or I did talk about my braces. And it kind of just made me become more comfortable and confident while wearing them. I've tried to talk to other people that had braces, and that also helped. There's a lot of people out here in this world that have permanent retainers that I would have never known had them, but I asked questions and got answers, and yeah, it definitely all worked out in the end. So I'm about like halfway done with this basket. I'm probably not going to finish it today. It's a lot of clothes in here. So, but that will be all for today's video about the house shopping and how I became comfortable in my braces. So again, make sure you comment down below any additional video ideas that you would like to see. And just let me know, like, if you're shy with your braces, that you have, if you currently have them on, and if you had them on and you were shy in the past with them, let me know like what you did to overcome that feeling of being shy, or like if you had any good or bad experiences with them on. Just let me know. You can leave a comment down below, or you can follow me on Instagram, which is also linked down below, and on Facebook, and just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, share a little story time with me. I could elaborate and make another video responding to the story time that you share with me. But that is going to be all for today's video. Please make sure you give this video a fat thumbs up. Make sure you like today's video and also subscribe to my channel. And the giveaway is still going on. I'm currently at 66 subscribers, so make sure you share this video with everybody that you know so we can get the subscribers going up on this channel. And once we hit 100, like I said, we'll be doing a $100 giveaway. Also comment that down below if you want me to do two $50 giveaways or just one person that wins the full $100. We can do the giveaway by Cash App, Zelle, however you guys see fit. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about today's video and just respond to the comments that I have. All right, I'll see you in the next one.